It is Tuesday, it is March 3rd, and we get a fantastic slate of games over in the NBA, and we're going to talk about 5 of the best player props for that entire slate. But that's not all, because we have the Sportsbook play of the day. We got college basketball, we got college baseball, we got the NBA, we got the NHL. There's so much to choose from, and I'm going to tell you exactly who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all of that right here in this video. So make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're locking in and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Now, before we get rocking and rolling and going over all of these plays I have in store for you for Tuesday, we have to go on ahead and talk about how good we're doing so far, because we still have a late game. I'm recording this at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but this was the free play from yesterday. Alperen Sengun, I didn't think he was going to make it. He had like 6 going into the fourth quarter. I figured it was toast. I was mad, throwing things around, and then he got, 7, 8 in that last quarter there, clearing us out on that one. Kevin Durant got well over 25.5, scoring 30. Isaiah Collier has already done this in the first quarter. Jamal Murray is off to a hot start. And then we got the Joker. We just need him. He's a little slow going right now with the assists, but hopefully this one catches. Only time will tell. And it's a super tight game, so Jokic could end up playing way more minutes than I thought he was going to. Now, for the Sportsbook play of the day, we didn't get 100 likes, so nobody will get money. So go ahead and smash that like button. Comment below. Get this to 100 likes so I can give you guys money. We got a nice play in store for you guys on the Sportsbook play of the day. As always, I'm putting $100 of my own money on that play. If and when that cashes, one of you that simply likes this video and comments below will get all of the profits from that play. Now, this is what we had on Monday. Like I said, Duke, it was a blowout game. We could have taken them at the spread of -9.5. It didn't matter. We kept it simple, took the money line. The Nuggets there, keeping it tight, but I think they'll turn the gas on in the second quarter. I don't know, though. They did play a tough game against the Timberwolves just a couple days ago, and they're on another back-to-back here. So it could be tighter than we thought, but I still think the Nuggets pull it out. And then the Stars late night, it just started, and we'll see how that one goes. Hopefully we catch this one as well. Hopefully they both cash for you guys. I absolutely loved them when we were locking them in. This is exactly what we had in premium. Now, our college baseball play did not cash, so we already started off with a 1 red X, not looking good. This Kevin Durant one should cash. They're already there. Christian Braun's got like 8 points already. Isaiah Collier has like 7 or 6 points already. There's a whole nother half to go in that game. I'm fully confident in that one. I loved Collier in this matchup, especially with Keontae George and his minute restriction. So we should cash that one through a big on that. And then this one, our 1.5 unit play kind of blew up in our face only because Jaylen Brown did not go on Monday, which sucks. So instead of a -125, it's like a -225. I probably wouldn't have taken it, would have looked in a different direction and not even bothered with Jaylen Brown, obviously, if I knew he wasn't going to play. But I still love Christian Braun. I think he's actually already done that. So I think that one already cashed with the 8 points there, and the 5 assists I know has already cashed with Derek White. But we're not done. I did drop another play. Those are the cheat sheets as well. This was a bonus free play for you guys that I handed out over on the Winnable, and this one should cash. I mean, the only one left is Kawhi Leonard. It was a lightning play on Prizepicks. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't dive too far deep into that one. It was a massively discounted line over there, and if you sign up with code FF8 on Prizepicks, you can get those discounted lines every day. You'll get a $50 when you bet 5 and a free 30 days of premium plays. But that was handed out for absolutely free. So get on over to Winnable for more free plays. You can go down below to visit my buddy Stan to get all of those. And as always, gang, make sure you're subscribing to the channel so you do not miss a free play drop. Now, let's talk about our player props. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Not much of a recap because everything is still live. We're looking very, very good. and we're going to have a monster Tuesday. So let's just get right into this. I got so excited about all of the plays that I have to interrupt because I forgot to go ahead and drop the disclaimer in here so YouTube hopefully doesn't come after us on the back end. Gambling involves significant risk. There are no guarantees of profit, and you can lose some or all your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. I'm going to show them to you, or I already showed them to you. You get free money. I get a little bit of money because I do receive a commission for signups made through all of those affiliates. And on top of all of that, you get that free 30 days of premium plays. Why do I have to say this? Because YouTube keeps giving me strikes. If I get one more strike, I lose the channel. So that is why I have to read that. So hopefully they leave us alone. Now let's get back to the plays. Let's keep on cooking and let's have a day. Player prop number one, we have RJ Barrett over 11.5 points. Super, super low line. He's averaging 16 over his last 10 games. He's hit this in 9 of his last 10, and he is a Knicks killer. He always does very, very well against the New York Knicks. He got 14 back on the 28th of January. He got 16 all the way last season, 23-30. I like him for about 15 to 18 in this game. I think this is a good spot for him. Now, as you can see, points allowed 5th in the NBA overall, but 27th to that small forward position. So that really jumped out to me. Another thing that really jumped out to me is this one also. Common trend here on the channel. This one has a nice over 225.5, and it is an extremely tight spread. The Toronto Raptors are actually underdogs at home, plus 1.5 there, plus 108 on the money line. So I think it's going to be a nice back and forth game with us, or for us. So it should bode very, very well for this prop. I like RJ Barrett to get tons of minutes, have to do a lot in this game. Now, they don't have one star performer on the Toronto Raptors. Are very, very team oriented, in my opinion. I know they got Emmanuel quickly and all that, but I do think that they spread their ball around very, very well. And I love him to get all the touches and all the minutes. So we're taking him for the over 11.5 points. And one of my straight bets on this game and on this slate, we're not touching it at all. We're going to take Karl-Anthony Towns over 11.5 rebounds. He's only done this in 4 of his last 10, but he is averaging 11 on those last 10 games. But one huge indicator, he plays very well against the Toronto Raptors. They don't have a really good big man. I think he's going to be crashing the boards. I mean, look at what he did against them in their last matchup. He got 22 back on January, and then the time before that they played this season, he got 16. I like him for about 15 to 16 rebounds in this one. I think this one is just about as free as it gets. I absolutely love this prop here for us on Tuesday. I mean, he's going to go up against Podol, who I don't think is very good of a big man, and I think Karl-Anthony Towns is going to be gobbling up those rebounds there. And when you scroll down, they haven't really played too many dominant centers. Now, you could argue the fact that Isaiah Hartenstein's a good rebounder. Even Victor Wembanyama, you could say, is a good rebounder, even though I tend to disagree a little bit with that one. He doesn't get that many boards, believe it or not, even though he's an absolute freak. Now, there's a lot of red X's, but I think Karl-Anthony Towns is going to bounce back in this one. And I don't care that he's failed to exceed 11.5 in 4 of his last 5 on the road. He's going to bounce it back here. He's going to dominate, and he's going to get all the boards we want against these Toronto Raptors. And I think he's going to have a hell of a day. So we absolutely love this one. Karl-Anthony Towns here over 11.5 rebounds. Now, before we go any further and deep dive into the next 3 player props, go on ahead and go down below. Visit my buddy Stan. He'll send you over to the Stan.store where you can lock in these plays without coming out of pocket at all. You have tons of options here. Now, the one I recommend for this play, the one I've been recommending, is Prizepicks or Chalkboard, because you can knock down the rebound and assist line, which is a massive edge for us because no other books really allow that. So take advantage of that. Also take advantage of the sign-up bonuses here. Look at the screen. I'm not going to read them all to you. I have full faith that you can read, but go ahead, use the codes, or just use the link that's right built into this and go grab one of these, and you get a free 30 days per sign up. And if you want all the cheat sheets, the bonus free plays in which we just cashed, the one on Monday that I handed out for absolutely free, get to Winnable. You can sign up. Like I said, it's free. And you can get a free Discord, bonus free plays, and those NBA cheat sheets every single day. And I got to check on those because I think we're going to sweep a couple of those tonight. And if you did a sports book that you need to get into because you cannot find a normal sports book, get to Bovada. It is a normal sports book. It's legal in 45 different states. The link is right there down below in my buddy Stan's. Got it for you guys. So sign up and you get a free 60 days of premium plays when you take advantage of that promo. Now we have the final 3 player props, and this one's going to be a triple stack. What do I mean by that? We're picking 3 players on the same team that all feed into one another. Now it starts off here with VJ Edgecombe. We're taking it for over 7.5 rebounds and assists. He's done this in 9 of his last 10 games. Not only that, but I love this matchup. I love this matchup versus the San Antonio Spurs. Why do I love it so much? Well, we already know Joel Embiid is the Mr. Glass. He's not going to end up playing once again. So what does that mean? That means these guys are going to have to put their teams on their backs. Tyrese Maxey's probably going to have another big game. We took him for the other day. We took a demon play, 29.5. We took him for 30 points. His line was only like 23 or 24.5. He got his 30 points and then some. I couldn't have predicted that any better for that player prop. And we're going right back at it because this Philadelphia Spurs matchup is going to be massive for Tuesday. I absolutely love it. Now, these Spurs are 7.5 point favorites on the road, minus 290 there on the money line. The under-over is 232.5. It's one of the biggest under-overs on the entire slate. And I love TJ Maxey in this game. And I love VJ Edgecombe to be feeding him Tyrese Maxey. I know. I was thinking of VJ at the same time. I think VJ Edgecombe is going to be feeding him. So we're taking a him for over 7.5. And then the next one, if you couldn't guess it already, is going to be, that's right, Tyrese Maxey. We're taking it for over 29.5. Now, this one could be a little bit dicier than the last game because I do believe that Philadelphia plays the Celtics a little bit better when we did end up taking him for over that 30, and he got 33. But I still love everything I see. With Embiid out, he's going to have to do it once again. I think they're going to keep it a lot closer. I can't say I'm a fan of them because I am a Knicks fan, but I do think this Philadelphia 76ers team is vastly underestimated. Now, they are great when Joel Embiid's on the court, but they are pretty good still without him because this man right here, Tyrese Maxey, he's done it in 5 of his last 10. We pick his spots pretty perfectly over here on the channel, and he's averaging that 30.4. Now, obviously, there's those couple games there where we had the big breakouts, but he hasn't dipped below 26. So if you wanted to knock it down and take for 25.5, go on ahead. I'm taking it for 29.5 over on Prizepicks. It's not a demon. It's just where his line is set. I'm hoping they do pay it out a little bit higher, though, than normal. The play overall with every single player locked in, it was let me tell you right now, $20 to win 135. So it's more than a 5X. It's like a 7.5X there, right? So it's priced accordingly, I do believe. If you wanted to take this one straight up on a sports book, go on ahead and do so because I do like him to have another big game. He usually steps up when it matters most in these good matchups, and the Spurs are nothing to sneeze at, nothing to scoff at here. So we love him in this spot. And he does have good history. 2024, I mean, it doesn't really matter much at this point, but he did get 32 points against them back then. I like him for actually about that in this matchup. So I like the way this line's priced for us on the regular sports books, minus 103 or 104 there. And I like it as part of this parlay. Tyrese Maxey over 29.5 points. And last but not least, the third man of this 3 little triple stack here is Andre Drummond. I just think this is priced way too low. 4.5 points, you got to be kidding me. Like we already talked about, Joel Embiid's out. The fact that they let us knock it down this low is insane to me. I think this one is just a nice little parlay piece. If he doesn't get it, I'm going to feel very, very stupid, but I like him to get probably about 10 points in this one. I know he gets a little bit tougher of a matchup there going up against Wembanyama, who is a block machine, but I still think he's going to get a couple opportunities here and there, enough minutes to muster 5 measly points. I like him for at least bare minimum 8 in this one. So we're taking Andre Drummond here to get over 4.5 and completing the 5-man. And this is exactly what the play looks like in its entirety, all built out. We got Karl-Anthony Towns 11.5, RJ Barrett 11.5, Andre Drummond 4.5, Tyrese Maxey 29.5, and VJ Edgecombe 7.5 rebounds and assists there. And quick update on what we have going on for our free play from yesterday. All we need is Nikola Jokic. with 9. He's got 9 rebounds. We need him for 12, and he's got 4 assists, and we need him for 8. So he's halfway there, little over not 3/4, a little over a quarter of a game. So it's the middle of the third quarter, and he's already there. Everybody else has already greened out. Honestly, I couldn't have called this one any better. Even if he doesn't cash this, I definitely was right on there. I can't make the shots or rebound the ball for these guys, but the reads were to a T. Love that play. We greened out a ton of them. Hopefully we finish out and get all of them for you guys here on Tuesday. Now, what are we looking at in the other plays? I know you guys, some of you might not care. You can fast forward a little bit. But for the bonus free play that I handed out, I don't even know if Kawhi Leonard's in the game. I mean, my app is telling me that they've only scored 19 points. He's got 0. We need him for 19.5. Hopefully he picks that up. There's nothing worse than when an app gives you like a free discounted line and it doesn't even come close. So hopefully he can clear that one out. That would be nice to cash that bonus free play. The other 2 lines that I did research more cashed with ease. We had Bilal Coulibaly for 5.5 points. He got 23. And then we had Baylor Sherman, we had for 4.5 points, and he got 10. So hopefully those other ones green out. And then the premium play there, Kevin Durant for 19.5. He had 30. Christian Braun, we had him for 10 points. He's currently got 9. And then Isaiah Collier, we have him for 10 points. He's got 8. And like I said, it's about the middle of the third quarter. Hopefully they get it done because that was our bigger premium play. And like I said, I can do everything. I can get them to the water, but I can't make them drink. So the reads were there. It was a good bet. Hopefully it pays out for us. Now, what do we like on the Sportsbook play of the day here for Tuesday? I am so glad you asked. Normally, we tend to stay a little bit away and go lighter during the midweeks in college baseball. We are probably going to go a little bit lighter here. I'm only putting $100 on this. Sometimes with the free plays, I do go all in and put 1,000, but I still very, very, very much so love this play. It's just that this would normally hit any other day of the week. Sometimes the midweeks in college baseball, I'm going to be honest with you, are a little dicey. I'll give you guys a bonus free sportsbook play over in Winnable once I can fully dive in to the college basketball in the NBA slate. But I love this play right here. I truly do. I know I just kind of downplayed it and said the midweek stuff, but I do love this play. We got Georgia Tech here. Probably my favorite team this year in college baseball. Got them to go to the College World Series, definitely making Omaha. I think they have the best offensive lineup in the entire country. You just never really know with Tuesday. So if there's a shocker and Georgia State pulls it out, I will eat my words. No, I won't, because they're still the best team offensively, in my opinion, in the country. And then Oregon. We're simply fading Oregon State. Oregon's got a high-powered offense. All Oregon State really has is Dax. And Dax Whitney is not pitching on Tuesday. He better not be pitching on Tuesday. He shouldn't be pitching on Tuesday. This is their last game before a little break there, and then they play on Friday against Xavier. Now, we locked this one in early, and in college baseball, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but people don't really care about it, even though I am a huge baseball fan, and I tend to side with the fact that college baseball is more exciting to watch than the MLB. And I love the MLB, but if you guys haven't watched it, do yourself a favor. Now, the streaming services do not do this sport any justice at all. It is hard to find some of these games, but ESPN does carry some. If you can watch them, you'll fall in love with the sport too if you are a baseball lover like I am. It is so much more fun to watch. It's super exciting. And I think it's because this isn't going to make sense, but they're not as good as the pros, right? So yes, those Friday games, you'll still have some pitcher duels, but once they get to the bullpen, it opens up. It's like the MLB on steroids where they hit more. They got metal bats. And I would like the MLB more if they would just start injecting again. I liked the steroid era. I'm an old school guy. Give it to them. Give them all steroids so they can keep pounding the ball. But I just like Oregon's offense. Oregon State is a fade for us a lot of time, but they are a terrorist organization. Every time we pick them to win, they lose. Every time we pick them to lose, they win. So we'll see what happens here. But I think Oregon midweek, nice Tuesday game for a little rivalry at home against Oregon State. Give me Oregon. Give me the Ducks here on the money line. So we got Georgia Tech. We got the Ducks minus 128. So that means that one of you guys will get, I'll just call it an even 100. It's like $80, but I'm just going to call it an even 100 and pretty much give you $1 per like. So 100 likes on this video. Anybody that comments below will get an entry to win all the profits from that. Well, $100 from that play. So that's what we got. That's our Tuesday slate. We got some great games in the NBA, some good games in college basketball. I haven't dove into that slate yet. That's why it's not on here. There's just a lot. The slate for Tuesday is bigger. Wanted to give you guys what I really liked here in this video. And like I said, I'll give you guys a bonus sportsbook play and probably maybe even a bonus player prop play for Tuesday. And as always, all those cheat sheets. So get over to Winnable, join the free plan. We're heating up in college basketball. Get prepared for March Madness. And I will be doing, anybody that's still here, kudos to you. But I'll be doing a March Madness bracket. Sign up for an app. Let me know, and I will give you a code for a free 30 days of premium and access to the bracket chat. We'll make it over there. It'll probably be on Sleeper. Don't worry. You do not need to be able to use Sleeper to place bets in to get onto the bracket. So you can take advantage of that. And it's also, if you guys have never used it, a great app for you guys to use for fantasy football. It's actually, I switched to it. I'd still really like Yahoo too, but I like Sleeper a little bit more. So great app, and we'll be running the bracket out of there. I'll be limiting the bracket to 20 slots per bracket. Hopefully we fill them all up. That way you have a 1 in 20 chance of winning $500. That's right. I'm giving $500 away per bracket. So get on over to the Winnable, sign up for the apps. I'm just trying to give some money away, give back to the community, and I love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for the support. The channel is a little over a year and a half now. We've been doing this on YouTube, I think 2 years on Instagram. So thank you guys for everything. We've grown exponentially. This is bigger than I've ever thought it was going to be. I did this just for fun, just so I wasn't betting alone and winning alone. So thank you guys. Let's get our slips greened out on Tuesday, and I hope you win all your bets, even if you didn't get them from me. And we'll see you in the next replay video we have here for Wednesday.